I'm ready. Sean's ready. Everybody's ready. The OTT Sports Network is live on the air. Florida is where we're at. Boca Raton, to be closely exact, just a little bit north of there, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on the traffic that you hit this morning. Harry Haviland, Sean Stewart here with you. The team has traveled. We have all arrived, and we are at the
skate zone.
Skate zone. Party time central. Here we got snowcross machines, pinball machines, claw machines, everything. And we also have hockey rinks. There's 3 of them in this barn. We're playing on sheet 3 this morning. The Houston Junior Aeros are the competitors. It is 9:20 a.m. Florida time. It is 6 hours ahead of us in Sweden and a couple hours behind for those people on the West Coast tuning in. Getting up, I heard some aren't even out of bed yet, Sean.
I think it's tomorrow in Auckland.
Tomorrow in Auckland already. Well, happy Sunday to all you viewers in Auckland, or Saturday. What day is it today?
Don't do it.
It's Friday today. It's happy Saturday to those viewers in Auckland, New Zealand. We all took the time off flying in here. Some people not even getting in until 2 o'clock this morning. Some players showing up with no sticks, thanks to United Airlines.
Southwest.
Oh, Southwest. Shout out to United for sending the rest of the sticks. Southwest, not so much. Here we go. Whistle blows, a big TV playing in the corner. We got NHL on the fly for everybody that wants to watch that. But there's a hockey game going on. Devin Foster takes the draw to start it up here. The press box scenario is not the greatest. Sean's balancing himself on the top of a bleacher here in the corner to get up above the glass. And a quick shot comes in. Simon Prokop getting the start for your Warriors. Hammered up the boards, and Fredette out to Foster. Oh, it's going to be tough for me to call here along the glass too, but hopefully you guys can see a bit better than I can. Foster's in behind the net with it. Over to Fredette in the corner, backhands that one over. Foster chasing it down. Bevan stepping in from the blue line as Fredette goes into the corner, chasing it down to the point that I can seriously not see through this glass whatsoever. So we're going to tell stories about surfing and sharks while we're here in Florida, and we can't see the corner. Out to the other side, Lauber holding it at the blue line. Fredette does a dance in front through the slot. 2 guys all over him. Gets the puck knocked away. The Aeros can't clear the zone, but then finally knock it all the way down. Prokop's got his hand up, and that means that it's going to be an icing call. 11:53 left to go here in the first period as the teams make their first line changes. One nothing Panthers over the Sabres so far in NHL on the fly this morning. Can't see that corner, might as well call the big screen, right? It's a tough view from here. Yeah. McGowan shoots that one in. That goes wide off the boards. Castillo behind the net. Haviland Bodine with him. Home Castillo dangling at the top of the circles. Gets a shot. Buries that. Wow. Finding a way through with the puck. Castillo in the back of the net. It's 1-0. 11:40 left to go in the first period. As Lomberg's on the big screen celebrating the Panthers' second goal. Your Warriors are here on the ice right in front of you celebrating their first.
That was beautiful, right over his right shoulder.
Castillo wins that back to Cannonberg, comes across center ice, tips it back through Bodine, back to Castillo, who gets taken out. Haviland breaks it up, and then it gets knocked back over to McGowan. Feeding it to Castillo. Haviland can't find it. Bodine on the back check, forcing the dump in. No icing on the play with McGowan back to pick it up at his own end. McGowan off the boards, can't get past the Aeros player. Picks it back up, Haviland tips to Castillo. Castillo's got Bodine wide open on the far side. Drops it back to Haviland, who can't go around the Aeros player. And they dump it all the way back down. Lauber in to pick it up, out there with DeLu on defense. Lauber backhands out. Castillo going around, they wave off icing. Castillo going down hard, the Aeros pick it up. To Stewart. Drop back to Lauber, Stewart feeds it in around the corner. Aeros with the breakout. Lobber in to keep it. Castillo picking up a broken stick or something into the corner, or maybe a net guard. Out to the point. Lobber couldn't handle the pass. Dalou gets it. Dumped back in, but that's going to be offside. Even down here in Florida, USA Hockey rules that there's no delayed offsides. It's all whistled down. 10:31 left to go. First period. 1-0 for the Warriors over the Houston Aeros. Fun fact about the Aeros, we were talking about
calling
this
intentional.
morning. What's that?
Calling intentional offside.
Intentional offside. Wow. All the way back. Not like the Colorado where you just go to center ice. But I was gonna mention that Jack Graham's grandfather actually played for the real Houston Aeros back in the day, winning like the equivalent of the Stanley Cup back in the WHA. That's some history right there. As we're looking to take down Grandpa's ex-team. Lobber. There's going to be a penalty here. Lobber's going to get a penalty? Or the... what?
Yeah, he's talking to one of the Aeros, so I'm guessing.
So he's going to call interference or boarding?
Oh, okay.
Body checking. Roughing. Roughing is what it is. Wow, that was just a hard hockey play in my mind. Lobber coming in tough, but it's going to put them on the power play. Foster, Fredette, and Popovic with Cannonberg and Bevan. Shot comes in. Saved by the Aeros goaltender. They can't clear the zone. Popovic keeping it in on the circle. Out to the point and fired right back in by Cannonberg off the goalie's pads. Rebound attempt. Cleared out of the zone. The Aeros find some momentum coming in short-handed here. Pushed over the side by Cannonberg, tipped away. Popovic up off the boards to Foster. Excellent work to get it quick out, and he's up there with Fredette. Foster passes to Fredette, looking for the tip. And then the puck comes loose and they whistle it down because the ref lost sight of it. But a good look there by Devin Foster finding a streak in Eli Fredette into the net. Goalie was just there a little bit quicker. We got full 2-minute penalties here, it looks like, too, because we're down to 1:27 left on the clock. Oh, display the scoreboard. There's a good idea. We're trying to figure it out.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The ref has left the ice. There's something going on here. Give me a time to pause and check my work emails because apparently it's still Friday and people work on Fridays.
Yeah, it was interesting passing by school buses on our way here this morning. Hey, bud.
Hey, your family made it.
And they're here. How'd you get here?
Yeah, checking the OTT text line. It is a long way down to the other end of the ice. We get it, but this is the best we can do. There's literally seating for 27 people in this entire arena. The bleachers are right here, and that's it. This is our home side, or the away side, I guess. We're away. Houston is the home bleachers sitting right next to us. Nothing down there. And if you can see these stanchions, they're thick there on the glass. We tried to set up on the glass, but there's no way you'd be able to see any better. We're doing our best here, folks. I mean, if you guys would Venmo the OTT hotline there, maybe we can set up better or build a press box in every rink that we go to, but this is the best you're gonna get. As the seamstress comes out to fix a hole in the net, they got a skate lace, they're tying it up. Tap on the glass there from Finn Stewart as his mom sits down to enjoy the game. The team's out here keeping their legs warm. 9:35 left to go in the first period. It's 1-0. We've got net repairs going on, and the period will be back underway shortly.
Jack with a wave to the camera.
Jason's even dancing there over on the bench trying to keep himself warm. It is not Florida temperatures inside this barn, folks, that's for sure. This would be a nice place to come in August in Florida, though.
Looks like they're restringing the net down there.
Yeah, they don't have a spare net that they could have just drug out. I see 3 of them over in the corner.
It's much funner to restring the net.
Much funner to delay the tournament in the first game of it.
Yeah.
Push everything back 20 minutes.
9 minutes into the game.
You think the refs are certified to do that?
I sure hope
check
so.
their credentials?
It's full of fishermen down here. I'm sure they know what they're doing.
True story. He's tying and relacing.
Zip tying? I don't know.
I think he's got a chainsaw out over there now. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm coming over saying hi to the camera. Jacob and Jack in your living rooms this morning. They do have the score flipped. It looks like we're home on the score clock, away on the bench, and #1 in your hearts. Oh wait, that's not how the saying goes, is it? This is somewhat unprofessional in my books. Players stretching out, keeping themselves limber. They put the chainsaw, now they've got an ice pick. They're fixing the net. Oh wait, no, oh, there it is. The jaws of life making their way out to the ice right now to get this net.
It's nice to see they're staying warm.
Yeah.
They're ready to play.
Shout out to the Marriott room service this morning too. It was really nice just to put a little note on my door saying get some omelets and bacon up to the room, delivered fresh at 6:45 a.m. laying in bed. It was a great thing. Get some food in the belly before making the long trek in traffic up here.
The oranges were delicious.
The oranges were delicious, yes, fresh. It's like they weren't even shipped that far from where they were growing down here.
Hand-picked this morning.
Fresh California oranges all the way out in Florida. And we are back underway. Bringing it to you again, the Houston Aeros against your Arapahoe Warriors. A shot from the point. Oh, on the power play, Henry Cannonberg. Stretching and skating during the break pays off. He's loose and he fires one home. It's 2-0 now, 9:29 left to go. First period action still at you here in Boca Raton, Florida. I think we're not in Boca Raton, we're north of there, but I was trying to think and I can't think that fast.
I think the Golden Girls were filmed right down the street from here.
That's what we're doing between games. We're gonna go tour the old Golden Girls house. Cannonberg up to Fredette, finding him at the blue line. Now he streaks through center ice, gaining the offensive zone. Eli Fredette working his way into the corner. Trying to stick handle his way out of it. He still controls the puck as far as I can see through this mirrored glass. In behind the net. Out to Bevan off the board. She's got to do something with it quick. Oh, shot in front, tip down. Popovic with the shot blocker comes across by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one, kicking it off into the side. The Aeros looking for the stretch pass. How did they wave that one off? It didn't touch anybody, but Bevan's back to pick it up. She gets taken down. There's going to be another penalty coming against the Aeros here as they touch it up at center ice. Fredette looking for Popovic, but Bevan drawing the penalty as she goes hard into the boards behind the net. And your Warriors are 1-0 on the power play so far, looking for their second attempt here with 8:39 left to go in the first. Castillo, Haviland, Bodine, DeLew, and McGowan. We are missing Kolchevsky this morning. Hopefully we'll see him this evening. But one player out, so you're not seeing your regular D pairings right now. Castillo won it back. DeLew gets a shot off. Bodine with it in the corner. Skating his way through, still powering behind the net. Bodine back over to Castillo. He's going to try the same move, tips it ahead to Bodine. Into the far corner, Barrett with it, makes a drop pass over to Duluth. Tries to work his way through, and then held into the point by Bodine. Skips it through the player's legs. In for Castillo off the backboards. Castillo's hauled down. And McGowan has it at the blue line. Rips one in, tipped in front by Haviland, but it was more of a block as it goes back into the corner with Castillo fighting. Haviland in front of Bodine, and it goes over his stick. Haviland with a tip now into the corner. Around the far side, the Aeros trying to clear the zone. McGowan holding it. McGowan stepping in from the blue line, takes the shot, rips that one high behind the net, off the boards, out to Duluth. Duluth steps around a player at the blue line, takes a shot. Oh, into the goalie with a beauty toe drag at the blue line.
Made a good juke move there. That was beautiful.
Some fancy work, and still 55 seconds left to go. Just a little over halfway through this power play opportunity for the Warriors. They make a change, and that's Foster. I really can't see that far. Well, that's Weber at center. Evan keeping it in. There's a bunch of players through the mirror that I can't see. There they sneak out. Oh, Weber with the shot, and the goaltender with a save.
I don't know how he saw that one.
I don't think he did. He just got those big pads on it. Those pads are like monstrous on him. I think we gotta call out the rule book and get the ruler out there. Measure it up. The Aeros short-handed. Tipping that one in. Back check works, and Stewart comes up with a puck. Ben Stewart coming through center ice. Bevan's gonna skate with him. Stewart dangling his way through, and on the backhand gets a shot off, rebound back to him behind the net. Weber picks it up. Makes the pass out to Manick. To the point, Lauber with the shot. Stewart with the stick lift. He finds it. Stewart backhands across the boards, goes in behind the net. And now into the corner, and there was a recent shark sighting off the coast as the puck comes out off the goaltender into the other side. The Aeros turn, just fire that one all the way down. Icing is gonna happen there. I didn't know if Prokop was gonna have to tag up on it or not. He doesn't, keeps it 2-0 here. 6:22 left to go in the first period. The nets are all fixed, and the score is on the right side of the board for your Warriors. Foster getting low. It works. He wins that one over to Popovic, to Fredette in the slot. Picked up by the Aeros and out. McGowan back for it in his end. McGowan hammered up against the boards as the puck gets taken away from him. They center it, and Cannonberg takes it out. Henry Cannonberg doing a dingle and a dangle over to Fredette. Shot goes off, pad save. Oh, the backhand attempt, and he gets it. Crashing the net, finding the loose pucks. Noah Popovic puts that one home for a 3-0 lead. That's what we talk about right there.
Yeah.
Go to the net.
Go to
Shoot
the
low.
net.
Rebounds, crash, loose pucks, back in the twine. Oh, just like that.
It's nice when they listen. Hi, bud.
3-0, even up on the score clock. Wow, we are buzzing here in the press box this morning. Cannonberg feeding it up to Fredette. Working their way into the Aeros zone. It goes around the backside. Foster's in on it. Pop with them. The kids are moving this morning.
They are. They came to play.
I was a little worried with people getting in at 2 this morning, some getting in earlier. It was just a weird time change, everything, but it seems to be working out in our favor. It was nice and relaxing for us on that OTT private jet, though. Unfortunately, some people just couldn't get on there because they had to work yesterday, but those of us that did fly on it flew in comfort. We had caviar and champagne. It was amazing.
Nice bottle of Lafitte.
All the way down for another icing. Houston just feeling the pressure here, clearing the zone. Got some time between this game. We're going to go down to South Beach. I want to go work out at the chin-up bar down there, do a little bit of roller skating up and down the boardwalk.
I heard Pitbull and J-Lo might make an appearance in this afternoon's game.
This afternoon's game? Okay. You heard it here first, folks. The OTT bringing the celebrities. Oh, in front. Oh. He put that off the post. Bodine puts one off the post. And then Castillo. How did Bodine miss that? Another shot in front. Getting swung around there. Haviland chasing it down. Out to the point. Oh. Around Lauber, and now Deleuze forced on a 2-on-1. Castillo getting back. They make the pass across. Wolcott might be his second save of the game, but he makes it. Holds on to the puck. Face off right down on this side of the zone now. 3-0 still the lead over the Warriors. The ref having a conversation with Haviland there. Probably complimenting on his... Oh, if you can read lips, he just taps his glove. He's like, yeah, you're right. My dad is a really good looking man. Pretty sure that's what the ref said. I don't know. Bodine right down in your basement here. Gets it out to Castillo through the legs. Owen working in with the dangle and the shot. Oh, and the goalie with the save. Rebound tips outside the blue line. Lauber picking it up at center ice. Backhands it all the way in. Lauber's still chasing this one. Around the far boards. Out, and Duluth dumps it right back in off of Castillo's heel. Owen can't skate through all the players. They leave it there for the Aeros, and they get it out to Duluth at center. Duluth backhands across the Bodine. Barrett working his way down the right wing into the corner, trying to power his way towards the front of the net. Barrett, Bodine, wrap around attempt. Ooh, just picked up there by the goalies. He comes sliding across. Past Duluth and out. Lauber finds it quickly on his backhand. Stick lift there by Duluth. Hard but not out. Second chance, he gets it to Haviland, who feeds it up to Castillo. Castillo to the middle, and Stewart couldn't get a good grip on it. The shot comes in, finds the Aeros goalie, and it gets hung on to. 3:35 left to go. 3-0 lead for your Warriors on this early morning in Boca Raton, Florida. Harry Haviland, Sean Stewart on the mics with you. The OTT Sports Network across the nation. It doesn't matter where we are with you. Cannonberg holds in at the blue line, dumping it in deep. Manic going behind the net for it. I heard a loud noise, but I didn't see what happened. The puck coming all the way down. It must have been off the blade of an Aeros player as they whistle it down as an icing. Yeah, looking at the screen there, it is tough to see all the way down. Hopefully everybody's watching on their 170-inch jumbotrons. Bevan, nice pass across to Cannonberg, gives it back to her, but it's tipped outside the zone. And now, Bevan, good defensive play there. Up to Manic, across the blue line. Manic centering pass, deflected up high. Puck got knocked down in front, nobody saw it, and the Aeros just turn and dump it all the way down again for yet another icing call.
A lot of action at the far end.
The Aeros are not worried about getting to that brunch special this morning as they keep icing the puck, stalling the clock out here. First period still underway after that net delay. Got a lot of hockey left to play in this first game of the tournament. It has been all Warriors here. They continue to try and hold it in there. Cannonberg pinching in. Stewart's got to get back on top of it. Stewart passes up to Manick, a crisp one off of his blade. And then up off the board, Stewart chases it down into the corner. Bevan shot in, that one fires wide. Cannonberg up on the boards with it. Henry fighting, 2 players come in, take him down, out to the point of Weber. Fires that one in wide, picked up by the Aeros. Bevan goes in. The puck comes out of the zone. Weber doesn't let it get past neutral ice, then tips it back over to Bevan. She has time, but she just spins with it and then feeds it up the far side to Stewart. Stewart with Weber. The shot, he fires that one wide. Manick picks it up in the corner. Flipped out to center, Weber chasing him down. The Aeros player picks it up. Coming in with some speed, trying to toe drag around. McGowan with the big blade, swinging that one into the corner. Duluth's gonna get a penalty for a hook.
We're getting a hook.
Weber's getting a hook? When did that happen up here? I was watching the play in the corner and it was out there. All right, we're gonna test the penalty kill situation here. Foster and Popovic join Duluth and McGowan on the ice to do what they can to kill this one off. They're waiting for it to come up on the clock. 1:36 left on the period time clock. They're gonna put 2 minutes up here once they figure it out. 20 seconds. 2-minute penalties for the other team, 20 seconds for us. I like the odds.
20-second penalty. We'll take it.
It's a slow process. It's the first game. Everybody's learning.
We're good with the 20 seconds, ref. We're good.
Now 2 minutes goes up on the other side. 2 minutes on the guest side. I don't know, but we know 2 minutes is on the clock. And your Warriors are looking to kill us off. Popovic steals an interception. Coming through with shorthanded attempt and the shot. And that just happened. Shorthanded Noah Popovic off to the races and buries another one. That's his second of the game, and it's 4-0. Shorthanded goal with 1:27 left in the first.
They are? Oh, the Florida Panthers are? Sweet.
I think that kid must take skating lessons somewhere. Foster, Duluth, Popovic, and McGowan still out there. I'm looking for another one. He's in deep on the forecheck. The Aeros turn it back, trying to dance around, find some magic of their own. Gets a shot on Prokop, who puts his glove over top of it. Whistled down and a defensive zone draw right down in front of us. This is as close to the action as I think you're gonna get, folks. Foster winning that one cleanly back to Duluth. McGowan fell down, the Aeros pick it up. They try and get set up here. They still have the man advantage for the next minute and 30 seconds. Circling around, Duluth holding him into the corner. They pass it up, and Foster's the one to get to it. Foster and Popovic coming out. Foster with the pass across. Popovic still comes up with a puck inside the blue line. Puck with a shot, blocker save into the corner. McGowan pinching in off the blue line. Working their way in. 43 seconds left to go in the period. Aeros up the boards and out of the zone. McGowan ties him up briefly. And Foster comes back and strips this one down. Devin Foster going around one player. Can't make it past two as it was up ahead of him. Foster then just dumps it in deep. 14 seconds left to go. Ticking off the clock here as the Aeros try to make one last attempt at this power play. McGowan gets to it, keeping it in its center ice. Over to Castillo. 4 seconds. Looking to get a shot off Castillo. does. Oh, and the goalie the save. Can't get into the rebound in time. And the longest first period in hockey history is finally over. They go to their benches. Your Warriors leading 4-0. Oh, we're going to figure out how to change that.
Yeah, I could.
Edit properties. Period.
We're having to do this.
Done. Hit done.
Hey, look at us.
Second period, it says 4-0. Absolutely on fire in the OTT press box here this morning. So you get for going to bed early, right?
Yeah. I was in bed 8:30. Brushed my teeth, said my prayers.
Yeah, get some notes from the fans. Looking forward to a lot of second period action. If it continues the way it did in the first, we're going to have some great camera angles down here.
I know it's a 13-minute period, not the normal 14-1.
Oh, it is. 13-minute periods, 2-minute penalties. We're on Florida time down here. And the Aeros still with the power play to start this one. Bevan's back behind her net, flipping it over to Fredette on the far side, working their way out. He's got Castillo up ahead of him. Fredette stick handling through center ice, spins back around, still controls it. Can't find the pass up, steals it back, and then backhands it into the corner. Penalty over, they kill that one off. And then hold it in at the blue line is Lauber. Bevan racing in, gets a shot, tipped into the corner by the Aeros defender. They clap that one over here. Haviland breaks up the play, but the Aeros get it out. Now they're 2-on-1 the other way. Make the pass across. They couldn't handle it and get the shot off. And Lauber. Oh, whoa. Just missing on that one. The Aeros had a chance. Flips it up. Castillo coming through, has Haviland at center ice. Castillo still has the puck, can't center it with two Aeros falling down on top of him. The third one joins the party. Beaudin comes, tips it out. Bevan shoots, tipped in front.
Uh-oh.
And Castillo's gonna go to the box. Good attempt there, tipped in front. It wouldn't have counted as Castillo did something that he shouldn't have. I didn't see what was going on there, but it's gonna be a rough. And he is going to go sit down with Daddy for a little bit and have a chat. Haviland and Beaudin stay out there. Their centerman goes to sit down. Beaudin's going to take this draw. McGowan and Cannonberg out there on D. That is a long way to see. I can't even see those players.
Yeah, it's
Out of the zone comes Haviland. Gets across the red line, dumps that in. Comes off the board, puck's loose, and the goaltender finds it under his blocker and holds on because he loves defensive zone draws on the power play. That is the Aeros game plan here. Beaudin at center. They drop that one and the Aeros win it. Flip it up and carry it out of their zone. McGowan holding it the blue line there. Stands in front of the player, breaks the play up, and they get it out. Fired back in. Aeros controlling as they walk into the Warriors zone. Coming across with a pass, can't get the shot off. Tangled up there by Haviland. They still control the puck. Knocked into the corner. Haviland back to Cannonberg, who tips it up to Beaudin. Beaudin across the blue line, or red line, and dumps it in. Picked up by the Aeros. 1 minute and 11 seconds left to go. Haviland's in on the forecheck, and the Aeros make the pass to clear it out of their zone. Come around Weaver, who's off the bench. They couldn't get a pass him the second time. Flip it in. And still have it here, trying to get themselves worked into a power play scoring opportunity. But the Warriors have different ideas as Galoo finds his way across the red line, firing it in. Weber in deep, knocked out by the Aeros. Back in, Lauber working through the slot. Lauber shorthanded backhand shot, gloved down by the Aeros goalie and hung onto. 40 seconds left to go, 10:21 in the second period. OTT bringing it to you from Florida. Why are my eyes burning?
Allergies.
It is my allergies.
You got to get your Claritin clear.
It's a salt water in the air. Weber putting some pressure on us. The Aeros try and get it out of their end. Lauber denies them at the blue line, dumping it right back in, forcing them around the other side. Manic chases behind the net. Reverse play by the Aeros, pass up the boards. Misread there, and Weber gets it back out, but it comes across the blue line. Players go collapsing onto the ice, the puck high in the air, back out to the orange line at center ice. I've been saying red lines and red dots, but these are definitely fluorescent safety orange of some sort. Hammered all the way down, and the penalty's over. They successfully clear that one off and actually come out with more shorthanded shots than shots against. The Aeros breaking in, stepping around, and then taken away. Defense can't clear the zone. The Aeros making another attempt at it. It gets tipped into the corner. Lauber in there with Stewart. Aeros sneak out of the pile. Make the pass attempt. Still loose in front, then tipped out to the blue line. Aeros hold it in, get a weak shot off. That one's blocked in there by Galoo. And then it's dumped back in offside. Oh, my eyes are burning. Maybe I can call the rest of this game with my eyes closed.
Well, you can't see much down there anyway. Just make some names up. I think that's what you're doing anyway.
I'm just making, I really can't see this. I'm focusing. My eyes are blurry and you can't see this corner. It's like looking down a mirror. I mean, there's nothing wrong with looking in a mirror. It's the best looking thing I could ever laid eyes on, but.
You know, I was told that when you look in the mirror, it shatters because even Harry Havlin knows not to mess with Harry Havlin.
Wow. Oh, something going on here. All right, they got the equipment problem solved. That puck's dropped and Fredette has it. Fredette coming in, tries to center that to Popovic, who's in front. Looking to tip a hat trick home. Cannonberg reel it in from the blue line. Still controlling this one. Henry drops it off. Bevan now behind the net. Foster cycling. They're just passing this one back and forth. Foster to Cannonberg. Oh, and they read that one. You can only do the same play 6 times in a row before they figure it out. And then a breakaway the other way. Coming in the Aeros with the shot. Finds the inside of the post. And the Aeros are on the board. For the ones that score. 8:21 left to go in the second. Too much cycling in one end, and there was nobody left to play defense. We'll blame that one on Coach Foster. Making his Florida coaching debut over there behind the bench. Pop not able to make it this weekend. Centering and another shot. Warriors got to be careful not to sit back on anything here, Sean, as the Aeros are now putting the pressure on them. We're hoping to see more play down on this side of the ice, but the Aeros must have been listening to what we talked about. Foster fighting behind his net. Around to McGowan. Gets it out. Popovic at center ice, losing it, and the Aeros gain the offensive zone, get another shot off. They push that one wide. Up to Fredette. Can't get it out with the collapsing Aeros who hold in the blue line. Back to McGowan. Now Graham McGowan's got room with it. Skates it across. Comes in, takes a shot, and goalie flashes a little bit of pad on that one. Into the corner. Foster on top of it. Coming out with it is the Aeros. Up off the boards and clear the zone. McGowan getting back there on D. Good hustle by him to get back. And he tips it off the boards, and they do get it out. The shot in. Popovic fires one. The big goalie denies him. They keep it a 4-1 game with just under 7 minutes left to go here in the second. Not even halfway through the second yet.
No.
Steele, Bodine, Haviland, Bevan, and Lauber. Steele wins it back. Lauber with the shot. Deflected off a defender. Haviland skating his way through the corner, trying to tip it back to Bevan. He's going to pinch in, keeping it into the corner. Now Haviland's out for it. They put it up on the glass. Haviland picks up a loose puck there, came out to the front. Couldn't find a rebound after the first shot attempt was held onto by the goaltender.
These thick stanchions create big bounces.
They do. I was almost to that's what she said comment, but I was going to hold on. It's too early in the morning, right? Haviland pushing his way up, fighting through a few players. Gets back to Lauber, skating across his blue line. Bodine stick handles up to the Aeros and deep. Bevan has some time behind her own net. Pass up to Haviland, who miscues that tip over to Castillo, and now he's back in the corner, or the puck's back in the corner. He's working his way back there. I think it's Lauber behind the net. Lauber to Haviland, has another chance at it. Tips that one to Castillo, who dangles through a player at the blue line. Owen Castillo coming in down the right wing. Takes a shot.
Whoa.
Can't find the short side. The goalie keeps another one in his mitt. Do I have a broken clavicle or am I having a heart attack? What? I either have a broken clavicle or I might be having a heart attack. One of the two. It's all this excitement early on a Friday morning.
You're not tasting, you don't have the distinct taste of toast in your mouth, do you?
That's a stroke, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could be having that too.
Oh, Stewart with the wraparound attempt. Puts it right into the goaltender. No rebound to be seen on that one either. I guess, who cares about my health conditions? We're more worried about this game. Harry, pay attention.
Just shut up and talk already.
Ow. Weaver and Stewart having a laugh out there. I don't know what they're talking about. They're looking at it like, look at Harry, that idiot might be having a heart attack.
It looks a little gray.
Oh, the Aeros pass across. They can't handle the rolling puck. McGowan off the boards. Aeros keeping it in at the blue line, dumped into the corner. McGowan going after it. Aeros can't center it. And off the boards, here comes Finn Stewart. Gets pushed off the puck and spun down. Manick gets a piece of it. They hold it in. And McGowan, standing up to his man, takes the brunt of that one as he goes down. The Aeros come across. Canterbury knocks his player down. It's getting a little bit physical out there. The puck comes in and Prokop sees it. Defense getting involved with a couple of shoulders. I like a good physical hockey game. Who's in our locker room? Just over closing the, I don't know why our locker room door was open, but I figured we should shut it. Here The Warriors trying to get it out of his own Dalou, and Fredette battling in the corner. The Aeros pushing harder. Back to Foster. Trying to shovel it to Fredette. Aeros with a centering pass that's intercepted. Fredette to center ice. Popovic pushes it up ahead. Pop chasing this one down into the corner. Looking to center. Tipped away by the defense. Picked up by Fredette. Bounces out to the point. Lauber with a shot. Fredette didn't get there in time. Lauber holding the blue line. Dumping it back into the corner for Fredette. Fredette working out with it. Back up to Lauber. Tipped into the corner to Fredette. Lauber and Fredette going back and forth with this one. Fredette shoots it in front. Jumps over Foster's stick into the corner. Foster with a fake pass out, and then he gets it to Popovic. The Aeros steal it at the top of the circles. Beat it out of the zone. Lauber battling for it. They spin it into the far corner. Shot tipped behind the net. Popovic back there for it. Up to Lauber. Lauber gets it out of the zone. Over to Pop. To Fredette. Eli with the shot. In on the goalie. Covers up on the rebound. 3:51's what's left here of the second period. 4-1's the score. Harry Haviland and Sean Stewart, the OTT Sports Network, live with you in Boca Raton, Florida. Castillo wins that one back, but it's out of the zone. They wait to get onside here, and then McGowan tips it in. Picked up behind the net by Castillo with the steal. To Haviland, the backhand is in, and the goalie's gonna hang on to yet another one. Doesn't leave any room there for Bodine trying to pick up that rebound. Castillo with the win, but it's picked up and then raced out of the zone by the Aeros. Coming into the offensive end with some speed. McGowan gets his stick on that one. Breaks the play up and feeds it right up to Bodine. Bodine feeds it across to a streaking Castillo, who's working his way through. Tries to drop pass back to Haviland, who feeds it over to Bodine. In through the crease, Bodine goes around a few players. Has it back out to the point. Great pass there to Cannonberg. Gets a shot off. Rebound loose in front, and Bodine! What?
Hey, it finally went in!
Oh, that finally goes in. Barrett didn't get it, though. I don't know who tipped it in or how it found its way. I was ready to call Barrett Bodine on that goal. I don't know who's going to get credit, but it's a 5-1 hockey game. Goalie doesn't seem happy about it as he's taking his gear off. Still without a mask. Puts it back on, picks his stick up, and the puck's gonna drop with 2:59 left to go here in a second. 5-1 lead for your Warriors over the Aeros. Cannonberg around the boards. Heard the surfing is good this afternoon. Can you surf in Florida? There's not many big waves to surf in Florida.
It's a wussy ocean.
It's a wussy ocean. I just can't see what's going on down there, so I really got nothing to talk about. So there's some play going on in the corner.
I could see
there's a
some
little
heads.
black rubber thing that, oh, there it bounces over to Cannonberg. Up to Bodine, but not out of the zone. Bodine does sneak it through to Castillo. Castillo's got Haviland with him. Centers, just behind it. Kai couldn't get enough on it, but the Aeros turn it around. Castillo back breaking that play up. Cannonberg can't clear the zone. The Aeros control it, take the shot. In on Prokop, the loose puck is smothered. And some pushing and shoving after the play. The ref blew his whistle extra loud because he means business. And they break it all up. Still over 2 minutes left to go in the second longest period of hockey ever played. Ooh, centered and goal. The Aeros answer right back with a nice pass and a nice shot, left wide open in front, finding a way to put it home. That was in. We all thought it was in. You thought it was in, right?
Yeah.
We all thought.
I thought that was in.
We're gonna have to rewind. We're gonna have to cut that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys in the truck. Can you rewind and cut that? Yeah, I didn't mean to call it that way. That was not in. It was an unbelievable save by Prokop. This is what I meant to say. Can't clear the zone. In behind the Aeros, looking to get a wraparound. It's an attempt that Prokop came across and stopped. Out to the point, the Aeros holding it. Shot blocked in front.
There you go.
And out. Manic racing for it. Aeros beat him to it. They dump it over to the far side. Looking to break it out. They get it to center ice. Coming 2-on-2 the other way. The Aeros dancing at the blue line. Players crashing down onto the ground with it. Delu into the corner. Under a minute to play. And gloved down by Prokop. Hangs on to it 55.8 seconds, 5-1, not 5-2, like that idiot announcer said a minute ago.
I almost lost it there.
Sean's still working on his balancing act here. If the camera does shake a little bit, it's because his knees are wobbling on the top bleacher. 72 feet in the air right now. He's just hanging there. We don't even have a harness on him.
I know, I'm riding a chicken.
Evan picks it up in front of Prokop's net. Tipped ahead there, Fredette gains it back. Foster to the net. Fredette looking to him, couldn't find the tip. Popovic backhands it over. Pop has it in front and the shot. Oh! Looking top corner. I don't know if that was a glove or a post, but it didn't make it in as Pop was looking to close out on the Hattie before the close of the second. Out to Bevan. She shoots one in. Foster, backhand behind the net. Popovic lifts his stick in front. Oh! Fredette trying to stick that one down. The goalie closes the trapper on it, and they have an opportunity here with 11.2 seconds left to go. And the offensive zone draw for your Warriors. They come over to the proper side of the ice because the ref was too lazy to go to the other side, and Foster leans into this one. Wins it back over to Popovic. Stick handles his way through, gets a shot off, sailing it wide into the corner for Denton Foster. Devin Foster coming out, and the buzzer signals the end of the second period. We're moving into frame 3, and we're even going to put it up on the screen. Team effort here. Done. Third period, 5-1.
Hey, look at us go.
Absolutely on fire is Sean Stewart this morning.
Hey, you know, I wanted to give a shout out to Charlotte Popovic. It was her birthday yesterday, and she made the trip to watch her big brother play.
She thought she was going to the beach, though.
She did think she was going to the beach. That's how they trick her.
But yes, she did have a big 8th birthday, I believe it was.
I believe it was.
Somewhere in there. Happy birthday, Charlotte. Yeah, we're talking about how you tricked her. You told her she got to go to the beach and you tricked her into coming to a hockey rink. Big brother there talking to his teammates on how he wants to close out on his hat trick. He's out there with Fredette and Foster. Delu and McGowan going to be starting this third period on defense. The refs aren't quite ready yet. They're finishing their Mai Tais in the penalty box. Everybody's ready, and the puck is dropped. Popovic feeding this one back to McGowan, who tries to backhand it out. It's tipped out of thin air by the Aeros player, who now works deep into the Warriors zone, centering in front. They couldn't get the shot off. Around to the far boards to Popovic. Tip to Foster, clears it out, and then dumped right back in. Intentional offside all the way down.
That's intentional.
Jason's calling for it. He's like, hey, you did it to us.
Yeah.
The coaches are asking, why is that on all the way down? I don't get it. Rules don't apply to everybody.
Well, these refs don't look all that spry. Maybe that's a long walk for them.
Fredette can't get the shot. He goes into the corner. Centered by the Aeros. McGowan's going to put some pressure on him. They tip it around him. Into the corner. Popovic back diving down to block that one. Ooh, off of Prokop and loose in front. Back out to the blue line. They backhand that one back in. And that should go all the way down as an intentional offside, but it will not. Because, as we mentioned, that's a long way for these out-of-shape refs to skate. Fredette's asking, it's like, hey, why does it only work for us that way?
Hey, guy.
And do you know where I can get a really good shrimp taco, man?
If anybody knows, it'd be that guy.
He looks like he knows what a good shrimp taco is. Bodine at center ice. Can't stick handle it around. It's taken away by the Aeros, who come in and get a deflected shot knocked into the corner. Haviland back with it. He's winding up behind his own net, makes the pass up to Bodine, who feeds Castillo. Like they drew that up, and it gets ahead of Castillo, who has to race down into the corner for it. Back to Haviland, who's in front. Spins backhand to Bodine. Barrett still with it in the corner, centering off the goalie and behind. Coming out is the Aeros. They flip that across, and Bevan's forced back into her end to pick this up. Annie Bevan behind the net, stops, spins. Up to Bodine on his backhand. To Castillo, that center pass. Haviland picks it up, gets it to Castillo off his back legs, and the Aeros dump it into Lauber. Lauber to Castillo off the stick and can't keep it in. Lauber stick handling in front of the open bench. Backhands it across. Bevan picks it up off the boards, carries it in across the blue line. She's looking to take the shot, but she's pushed into the corner. Out to Bodine at the blue line, who can't go through the player. Bevan's at there helping him on the mirror, and there's the puck coming out. Lauber takes a swipe at it, but the Aeros force it in. Back to Castillo to Prokop. Bevan doesn't get much on that. She knows it. She goes back behind the net for it. Bevan feeds that ahead of Bodine. They keep it in at the blue line. Bodine doesn't let him dump it back in as he fights that one out. And Annie Bevan picks it up, gaining the blue line. Bevan working her way into the offensive zone. Stick handling around. Off the backhand, gets the shot off. Goalie covers up, and exactly 10 minutes left to play in this hockey game. It's a 5-1 lead. The Warriors over the Aeros. Sorry, just giving myself some chest compressions to keep my heart ticking.
Are you verklempt?
Manic. Battling against a couple of Aeros players underneath the big screen. Over to Cannonberg. That one gets tipped out. McGowan turns inside his own blue line. Can't get through the players as the Aeros sneak in across Weber, pestering him into the corner. Pushing it around the far side. Aeros still controlling. Stick handling through, pass into the corner. Can't center it as Canterbury comes in and gets on it. Hard off the boards. And out of the zone, it bounces over Stewart. Oh, and he just about intercepted the pass there as the Aeros come the other way. McGowan flipped out. Weaver tripped up there cleanly. No call on the play. Over to Manick. The Aeros pick it up and dump it in. Henry Canterbury over to McGowan. He makes that pass to Canterbury, who comes out of the blue line with it. Has Stewart up ahead. Canterbury's going to keep this one, go for skate around. Takes a shot from his knees. Still gets a good attempt there as the goalie steers it into the corner. They can't keep it in at the blue line. McGowan and Canterbury dumped over there now. Manick. Cole gets a shot that's deflected in behind the net. DeLue back in his own end. Up to Fredette. Tip to Weber. Oh, they're going to wave icing off on that one. It must have got it deflected because I know he wasn't on the right side of that bright orange line. Players falling behind the net. Popovic steers it around the back of the twine. To Foster, and oh, through the crease and off the far boards. Fredette after it, back to DeLue. The shot flipped in. The goalie was on his knees looking up over his head. He tilts it back just far enough to see it, lands it in the mid, and causes another whistle here. 7:47 left to go in this 5-1 third period. Donuts for breakfast? Nice.
Breakfast of
Wish I was on
champions.
vacation. DeLue shooting that one in. Goalie pad save. Oh,
Whoa.
loose rebound there. They couldn't find a handle on the bouncing rubber. Aeros can't make the breakout pass clean. They're up against some players in the corner.
Oh, we got
Fishing
it.
is
Ref's
gonna be
hands
great.
up. Got a penalty
Oh,
coming.
wrap around, loose puck. They decide who's going to get it. DeLue finds it.
Oh!
Who's that?
Oh! We got a penalty coming.
We got a penalty?
Well, we have one coming.
We have one coming.
It's on the Aeros.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I was still confused about that shot. I thought
You know,
that was
I
in
was
and out.
telling you the whole time, ref's hands up, but you never listened to me.
I can't hear you all the way up there on your pedestal. No, the Aeros got a penalty for something that Sean knows about, and apparently
Why-
I'm not good enough to be told.
I couldn't see the penalty. I just saw his hand go up.
Oh, okay. Steele, Haviland, Bodine, Lauber, and DeLue on the power play here with 7:17 left to go. Back out to DeLue. Shoots that one. It gets all the way through. The goalie saves it and pushes it into the corner. Castile circling the net. Backhand to Bodine. Goes under his blade. He picks it up in the corner. Does a little fake backhand there. Now he's forced to push the player up against the boards as Castillo tries to come dig it out. Lauber keeping it in for a second time there as they don't put enough wood on the rubber to get it out. Player runs into Castillo and gets knocked down. Bodine and Castillo trying to get it through. The Aeros get it out. They dump it in deep. Around the boards. DeLue tips it up to Castillo, who backhands it to himself, but he can't get it out. Haviland now picking it up in his own zone. Passing behind to Lauber. Lauber through Bodine's skates, and then the Aeros just hold it in at the blue line. DeLue to Bodine. Up just out of Castillo's long reach. And they flip it back to Bodine. Now gaining momentum, heading in the right direction. Barrett Bodine drops it back over. I think Haviland's in the corner with it. I don't know. Looks interesting over there. Bevan shoots it towards the net. Doesn't get all the way through. Stolen by Haviland and spinning that one towards the net. It gets to the goalie before Barrett finds a stick on it. And they keep it a 5-1 clock with 5:41 left to tick off. When's our game tonight? 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock
6 o'clock Eastern time.
Eastern time.
What's that in Tokyo? That's a good question.
I think that is 7 o'clock yesterday.
7 o'clock yesterday. Stewart stick handling his way out of the corner. Can't get it through. Picked up there by the Aeros. The Aeros turn, trying to clear their zone with the penalty expiring and the players stepping back out to make it 5-on-5 hockey. Players in behind Cannonbert, so he gets back up off the boards and clear the zone. The Aeros being pressured here by Manic. Great defensive play there by Cole. Over to Henry in front of the net. Cannonbert flips it up and out to Stewart, who can't handle the pass. Back over to the Aeros and off the boards and the ref. Dumped in, no icing on the play. Bevan with it. Bevan with the pass to Stewart, tipped out of the zone. Aeros fire right back in. It's almost like they're just looking to kill time off this clock now with 4:26 left to go. But they're doing it the right way, keeping it in the Warriors' end until Weber finds the pass from Cannonberg and makes his way through center. Weber forcing hard and wide, still controlling this puck. They can't take him down. Weber sneaks a pass through, can't get it all the way to Fredette. Taken away there by the Aeros as they turn it around. Fredette on the back check. They push it into the corner. McGowan now. Backhanded up to Manic. Tip to Fredette. Weber's with him. Fredette keeping it. Puts it past Weber. Popovic backhanded again to Weber. Into the corner. Popovic, wrap around. Oh, he loses the ball on his backhand. Delu flips it in. Loose puck behind for Fredette. He's down on his knees behind the net. Puck sneaks out to Popovic. He has it in the corner. Being forced hard against the boards. He's trying to kick his way through. Gets it up to Fredette. Eli behind the net to Foster and a shot. Oh, he doesn't find a way to put that one in. They pick up the rebound. Delu keeping the hold in the blue line strong. Keeping the hold in the, keeping the, something along those lines. Choose your own adventure here today, folks. Oh, shot. Another bounce through the crease into the corner as your Warriors continue to keep the pressure down in the Arrow zone with 2:44 left to go. Fredette shoots off the boards wide. McGowan racing in off the blue line. Fredette with it on his stick. Centers it off the goalie's pad. That comes out of the zone. No icing as the Arrows race to it. Oh, Prokop gets an angled blade on that one. It bounces high, and he keeps it out of the net. Arrows steal away the pass. Delu stepping into the play. Foster to Popovic. Popovic off the back of Fredette's skates, and the Arrows hold the zone. Delu around the back, the Arrows into the corner. Take the shot. Doesn't go through, another block, and Foster and Popovic turn it up the other way. Pass over to Popovic, stick handling his way in the right corner. Backhanded over to Foster. Has Fredette in front. Devin Foster still controlling the puck. Back into the corner where Popovic just escaped from. Down the back to Fredette. Feeds it up the boards. McGowan at the blue line. Shoots that one in. Oh, goalie had trouble finding that one, but it goes wide into the corner. Delu at the blue line. Tips it in for, I'm going to guess, is Foster in that mirrored corner. Back out to McGowan. Shot goes wide. Holding strong at the blue line. Your Warriors fighting to keep it in deep here as we tick down to the final minute of play in the third period. Foster shoots. Oh, holy, did not see the rebound. The Aeros pick it up in the crease. Continuing the pressure here. Foster wrap around. Popovic with the shot and no goal. Fredette with another one. No goal. Oh. So many good attempts, and now they're going to break away the other way. DeLue chasing him down. Come across, can't get the shot off. Popovic did a good job of not giving him any room there. Aeros looking for a second one. McGowan with a self pass behind the boards. To Fredette. Fredette up to Castillo. Give it to Pop in front. Castillo's keeping this in deep. Back out to DeLue. 10 seconds left to go as a bouncing puck gets to Haviland to the blue line. Stick handles through, puts it too far ahead of him. 1-0, and buzzer means victory.
Ref took one right there in the chops. Do you see that?
The what?
The ref took a puck to the mouth there.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He thought it was a hamburger?
No, it went off the glass right into the chiclets.
Well, that is a great start to this weekend here. A 5-1 victory over the Houston Junior Aeros. We will be back here 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure where that is where you are, but the rest of you can go back to sleep. We're going to go roller skate down South Beach. And on behalf of everybody here at the OTT Sports Network, we appreciate you getting up on this Friday morning with us. I'm Harry Haviland, and I'm signing out.